Hey guys, it's me, Brittany. First of all, I just want to say I'm real happy today. I mean, I don't really know what's going on, but I'm on my girl vacation, so I'm trying to ride this happy shit out. And I am not talking about a real vacation. I'm talking about that thing girls go through every month, which is that bullshit. Anyways, so today I'm doing the video on a recipe for oxtails. You can have it like with sides, or you can have, depending on how you cook it, you can have oxtail tacos. Like, do what you gotta do. And also, if you stay to the end, I'm giving you a tip on something you should do if you're feeling down or depressed or not feeling good about yourself, just like, in general or overall. Y'all, it's 2023. We don't got time to be being depressed and down. Don't do that shit. Get out of that shit as soon as you feel that feeling, okay? Anywho, so moving on to the recipe. What you need is your oxtails, of course, and I'm in Long Beach. It's hard to find oxtails, but where I get mine from is from Northgate Market, y'all, on Pacific. I'm sure if you're from Long Beach, you know what I'm talking about. And their oxtails is fresh. They always run out, so that's where you should go. And it's a good price. I think I got 9 medium-sized ones for $20. That's a good deal. So, anyways, you need your oxtails, your go-to seasonings, which is seasoned salt, garlic powder, onion powder, black pepper, and an optional seasoning is Old Bay seasoning. You also should have onions, bell pepper, and celery, and beef broth. Yeah, that's it. Now, y'all, realistically, if you just ain't doing good, you can just have the oxtails and the beef broth, or, you could cook it in water, but I don't recommend it. Okay, anyway, so what you're going to do is cut up your onions, bell pepper, and celery. We don't care what bell peppers. The more colors you got, the merrier. It don't even matter. I be going in my refrigerator and putting anything. I be putting cilantro, mushrooms, whatever the hell I got, tomatoes. I don't give a damn. The more shit you put in there, the better it's gonna be. Okay. So what I do is I season my oxtails. I don't use salt, just by the way. So you really don't need salt, but y'all know people just love their salt. So what I season mine with is Old Bay seasoning, black pepper, and garlic powder and onion powder. Now I put mostly garlic powder and onion powder. Like, I put more garlic powder and onion powder than the Old Bay seasoning and pepper. So what I do is I season my oxtails. Of course, first I rinse them off. Duh. Then I season my oxtails with the Old Bay seasoning, black pepper, and a lot of garlic powder and onion powder. I put it in a freezer bag. I cut up my onions, cilantro. I do cilantro too. I cut up my onions, cilantro, celery, and bell peppers. I can put in the red one, the orange one, the green one. I put all. I don't care what colors I got. I don't even give a damn. I just put the shit in there. And I put all my cut up vegetables into my freezer bag with the oxtails. I leave it, I let it marinate overnight, but really, you don't have to let it marinate at all. But if you just don't got time, or you're not trying to be the best you can be, I'm just like, if you just don't got time or whatever, you could just season it and cut up your vegetables and put it straight in the pot. But it's so much better when you let it marinate for at least 30 minutes or longer. I just be letting it marinate overnight, but do what you gotta do to get where you gotta go. So after you season your oxtails and cut up your vegetables, you're gonna put them in a pot. Now, I be using my little gumbo pot. Now, if you ain't got that pot, use your regular old pot. You need a pot, okay? So you put your oxtails in the pot and you fill it up with beef broth. Make sure they're submerging in. If you ain't got enough beef broth, mix it with the chicken broth. I did that the last time I made it. Shit, it was delicious. It don't matter. If you ain't got enough broth, put water. We ain't got time for this bullshit. Everything's too hot. Don't be going out and getting no extra shit now. Okay, so you're gonna basically let that cook for approximately 3 hours. Yeah, on low, pretty much. Yeah. See, this is the thing. Depending on how you want it. Like, if you want it with sides, you want to cook it to the point of softness, like tenderness, like it's almost about to fall off the bone. See, when I have my oxtails on my sides, I don't want the shit off the bone. I want to eat the shit off the bone. Duh. So I make sure it's right before it's too soft, like right before it's coming off the bone, so it's super soft and super tender still. And then that's done after like 3 to 4 hours. Okay, but if you want oxtail tacos, which I discovered because one time I made oxtails and they fell off the bone. Instead of me getting mad like old Brittany would have, new Brittany was like, not today, Satan. And I drank that damn broth and saved it. Of course, don't waste the broth now. Don't be retarded. And I put my beef broth in a mason jar, and I left the meat and all the vegetables. It was all, the vegetables are soft at this point, like, so I just left all that shit in there with the meat, and fried me up some taco shells. Please put the put that meat in the taco shell first. You put the cheese in the taco shell. Come on now, y'all. Because if you don't put the cheese first, you're gonna rip your taco. So first I put my cheese, then I put my oxtail meat. I put some lettuce, tomatoes, sour cream. Please, the shit was fire. Okay, so pick your poison. If you cook it too long, you gotta have tacos at this point. But if you don't cook it too long, you can eat it with sides. I stay making yams when I make oxtails. I cannot have oxtails without my yams, like, period. So that's me, but do you. Okay, so moving on to the tip. So yeah, someone asked me what should they do because they feel really bad about themselves. They don't have a job and they just feel like really down. And the first thing that came to my head, what I would do if I was in that predicament, I would write down 3 things I'm proud of myself for. And I would do this every night before I go to bed. And when I run out of things that I'm proud of myself for, I will write down 1 thing that I'm proud of myself for that I did that day, which means you better do something, because if you don't, you ain't gonna have shit to write down. So yeah, that seemed to work for this girl that asked me. She told me it worked for her. She felt way better and she appreciated my tip. So I'm sharing the tip with y'all because I feel like when we're down and depressed, we have to be reminded of all of the cool stuff we have done, especially like if you're a parent. Y'all got a bunch of stuff to be proud of because being a parent is hard as hell. So yeah, there's never nothing you can say about yourself as far as being proud of yourself. And if you feel like you don't got things to be proud of, you need to do more shit. I'm just being honest. You cannot live your life and not have nothing that you're proud of yourself of. That is going to lead to depression, destruction, a bunch of shit. So just don't do it. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the oxtails. I made me some oxtails yesterday with some yams, dressing, greens, and what else? Yams, dressing, greens. That's it. Yeah, and it was delicious as hell. So I hope you guys enjoy your oxtails or your oxtail tacos. And don't forget, if you have a tsunami in your life, don't let it swallow you. Just keep swimming. See y'all later. Take picture. Stop recording video.